your constitutional rights. Falk. Harvey.
Yes. And one more question. I'm the only one that got charged with narcotics?
Yes.
In the streets and everywhere, or in any profession, one of the last things you want to be labeled is a snitch. The words bitch and snitch have few letters, but they're never nice words. However, in hip-hop, snitching has become the order of the day. Hip-hop was known as a true reflection and insight into the life on the streets in the old days. But not in the 21st century. The genre is nowadays the home of all controversies. And that said, whether documented or just hearsay, here are 7 big names in hip-hop who are accused of snitching. But before we get it moving, kindly be sure to subscribe to our channel. And also, don't forget to hit that notification button for timely updates of new uploads. Now, let's get it rolling.
Always fun talking to you.
It is.
I always learn a lot. No, I learned something about you. You've had a very busy time since the last time you were here.
At number 7, Lil Cease. Lil Cease allegedly snitched on Lil Kim. The Tuesday night of 22/5/2019 was business as usual. Friends and family gathered for a special night at the first Notorious B.I.G. family dinner in New York on what would have been the Notorious B.I.G.'s 47th birthday. However, in the midst of the celebratory occasion, Lil Cease delivered a heartfelt apology to Lil Kim to finally mend their broken relationship that had gone south since the mid-2000s. I apologize for the things that I have done that may have hurt you or affected you or made you feel bad, the rap icon said. But why did the Brooklyn native have to utter these words in the midst of a special celebration? Because back in 2005, the Snitch label was placed on the Junior Mafia rapper after he took the stand in Lil Kim's perjury trial. The case stemmed from a shootout incident that occurred between Kim's camp and Capone's crew outside of the Hot 97 studio in February of 2001. Due in part to Cease's testimony, Queen B was convicted of perjury and conspiracy for lying to investigators and sentenced to a year in prison. Though B.I.G.'s former protege claimed he had no choice but to take the stand because the feds subpoenaed him, many dubbed him a rat.
Ready to Die got created.
And at number 6, we have Jimmy Henchman. Jimmy Henchman allegedly snitched on associates Wyclif's driver, Wyclif. In 2011, the feds indicted hip-hop mogul James Jimmy Henchman Rosemont on charges that he ran a $10 million a year drug ring. After a month-long manhunt, the rap lord was cornered and apprehended. Then, according to authorities, he started dropping dimes like Chris Paul, offering a proffer agreement in exchange for time shaved off his inevitably lengthy sentence. Henchman reportedly revealed a lot about his operation and admitted to prosecutors that the majority of his income was derived from illegal means. He also admitted to loaning Wyclif drug money and selling the rapper's driver several kilos of dope, as well as using Interscope's office to make drug drops.
From there, I went on to become a manager.
And at number 5, we have 50 Cent. 50 Cent allegedly snitched on Ja Rule and Irv Gotti. 50 Cent, an American heartthrob, has established himself as one of the most compelling figures in all of hip-hop. 50 Cent is a time traveler. Ask your grandmother what she knows about 50 Cent and she'll sing you lyrics like, "I whip your head, boy," and tell you he got shot 9 times. Ask your mother about him, a drug dealer. Ask your older brother. 50 has less compassion than a puppy euthanizer and he's destroyed Ja Rule's career. 50 Cent was labeled a snitch by many of his detractors early on in his career for name-dropping local gangsters and detailing their exploits in his song. But in March of 2000, after getting into a scuffle with members of Murder Incorporated, nemesis Ja Rule swore 50 ran to the fuzz and filed for an order of protection against his crew. Muerto Incorporated members even posted the purported OOP document online to further soil Curtis Thug's image. But elements of the documents were later proven to be falsified by XXL magazine.
I thought they were to relax. You do not see
And number
relax.
4, Drake. Drake snitched on his robbers. Drake, he's not just hip-hop's foremost chunky knit sweater aficionado. Drake is also a confirmed rap snitch after helping police track down a guy in Toronto who robbed him a couple of years before he got famous. On May 31st of 2009, the world-beating hip-hop star was enjoying an evening at a restaurant in Little Italy at the corner of College and Beatrice Streets. He was on the verge of huge artistic and commercial success, loved by fans, admired by critics, and seen by corporations as a crossover artist who can make a mint in endorsement deals. But with his burgeoning fame and success came the kind of threat that music superstars sometimes face, a threat that can make one feel unsafe on the streets that made him. Drake left the restaurant that night with an American beauty who was later identified as Chantel Brown, and they walked down Beatrice Street to his parked SUV. Drake was either sitting in his seat or about to slide in when two men walked up. And what transpired? Drizzy got robbed in his hometown, Toronto. The two guys drew handguns and pointed them in Drake's face. They demanded he give up his jewelry and cash. Drake had little choice but to comply. A fellow Toronto rapper who was affiliated with the suspect later called him out for snitching. Drake's case was somehow complicated though. Drake didn't snitch as the guy complained. He simply helped police track down someone who robbed him, which by definition isn't really snitching. But either way, it didn't really slow down his momentum.
Yeah, and I just really became attached to it. I became attached to the characters. The story really drew me in. And
number 3, Scarface. Scarface allegedly snitched on George Simmons and Byron Keith. Back in 2007, Houston rap luminary Scarface was embroiled in a beef with fellow H-Town rapper Lil Troy when Troy accused Face of working with the police. The wannabe a baller rapper distributed a DVD called Paperwork that claimed to include a supposed affidavit that provided Scarface cooperated with police in an investigation that resulted in Byron Keith and George Simmons' conviction. Reportedly, Simmons later released a letter from prison saying Face Mob had nothing to do with him getting nabbed. Number 2. Alpha Mega allegedly snitched on Ali Bakar. Former Grand Hustle muscle Alpha Mega was booted from the King's Court back in 2009 after Smoking Gun unearthed court documents revealing that the rapper had ratted on Ali Bakar. Mega, whose real name is Cedric Zellers, is said to have testified against a heroin trafficker named Ali in exchange for shaving 18 months off of a 110-month sentence. According to SG's explosive find, Mega began working as a DEA informant to build a case against Baker after the rapper was charged in a felony gun case back in 1995. As a result of Zellers' testimony, Baker was convicted of conspiracy to distribute heroin, and as a result, Mega received an 18th-month reduction on his sentence. The rapper, however, proclaimed his innocent to this day, and still, Mega was known for being street heavy, and allegations of snitching didn't have anything to a shaken career. And at number 1, Capone. Capone allegedly snitched on Killa Black. When Mobb Deep member Prodigy's biography, My Infamous Life, hit shelves, P was one of the biggest revelations made by Capone of CNN, supposedly snitched on Havoc's brother Killa Black back in the day. Capone fired back, refuting the allegations, but no hard evidence has ever come forward to substantiate either rapper's story, despite having worked with Capone on several occasions since he allegedly tattled on his man's bro. P has never backed down from his story and insists Capone took the stand. And we hope you enjoyed our video. Just be sure to subscribe to our channel for more of our amazing content. And please give us a like and share the video, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell for timely updates of our new uploads. We value your feedback. Feel free to share your thoughts with us in the comment section down below.